Good morning, I'm Erin, and today we are going to be transforming me into a cottagecore girl. If you have been on the internet, especially TikTok and Instagram within the past year, I'm sure you've seen those photos and videos of girls wearing puffy sleeved dresses and peasant blouses, running through a field of flowers or hanging out with some chickens and reading a book. This would be cottagecore. Now, cottagecore is a style and lifestyle aesthetic revolving around a sort of countryside, farmhouse, more sustainable, slower living. There's definitely an emphasis on nature, animals, and activities that really reconnect you to yourself in the world. Things that are grounding, such as reading, baking, or gardening. I would say I do incorporate aspects of it into my daily life because I just enjoy those things and that fashion style. But like most people, I don't stick to a particular theme. So today we are going to be completely embracing the cottagecore vibe. The first step, of course, is choosing an outfit. So let's go pick one out. Don't mind me in my bathrobe, but I wanted to go over all the options I picked out. Starting off with this dress. This is from Urban Outfitters, and this really fits the sort of earthy, natural color palette the cottagecore aesthetic tends to lean towards, including, creams, earthy browns, muted greens, oranges, yellows, anything that's sort of earthy and natural. This is one of my favorite dresses because it is so comfortable and definitely gives like a rustic vintage vibe. I thought this would be perfect, but we also have this blouse. This blouse is from And Other Stories, and it has that nature connection with the floral print, and it of course has those poofy sleeves that are just iconic. Another reason I liked this was because the floral print is a bit muted, so it feels a little more natural and rustic than like a bright neon vibrant pattern would. Probably my favorite option is this Urban Outfitters dress that is in that perfect like warm earthy brown, has those gorgeous voluminous puff sleeves, a shirred bodice, and a ruffled skirt. This is like the cottagecore dress. Everyone wears a dress like this if they're into that vibe. The last item I pulled is this dress from the Dressart, and it is a similar silhouette to the brown dress, but it has longer sleeves and it is a mini dress rather than a maxi dress. But, it has that silhouette that's really popular with the cottagecore girls, a fitted shirred bodice, poofy sleeves, and skirt. I think I am going to go with the brown dress just because it is the most cottagecore dress I own, but really any of these would work, and a million other things from my closet probably would too. Okay, now that we're dressed, I'm going to work on my makeup. I have seen a lot of these like glowy, blotted looks that the cottagecore girls tend to wear. They're kind of simple but very pretty, almost like you have a flush to your cheeks or something. I am going to do a voiceover, put some music while I do this, and hang out with my cat. Say hello, Zuko. Say hello. You have no brain cells, but you're cute. Doing. And I will try and list what products I'm using on the screen. Step 1 of the makeup is concealer. This is the NYX Born to Glow concealer. And then blush is the Glossier Cloud Paint in the shade Dusk. This is a very like tan orange tone. As for my highlighter, I'm using the discontinued Glossier Night Shine Highlighter Concentrate in the shade Pale Pearl. This is my favorite highlighter. I want to look really glowy for this. So I am adding a powder highlight through the brow bone and on top. It is called the Becca Moonstone Highlighter. And now let's go into the eyes. I'm using the ColourPop Garden Variety palette for this whole look, starting off with the shade Herbivore, which is a like soft orange, slight shimmer, and then I'm putting that, and then Prickly Please, which is a peachy matte, all over the lid and through the crease to create a base color. I'm sort of going for a tonal peachy look here. And then I'm using the ColourPop Super Shock shade in this palette called Don't Leave, which is a sort of rose gold. For the inner corner, I am layering the Pacifica Cosmic Reflect Palette's Looking Glass shade, which is a very shimmery, reflective, like pink tone. And then, of course, adding mascara, which is the Soap & Glory Thick and Fast Super Volume Mascara, and lipstick. This is the Kaja Earhart lipstick in the shade 02 or Baby Girl, and this is the final look. Very peachy, very matte, and a little bit natural. Now that we're dressed, I know what my accessories are going to be just without even a question. If Zuzu would move. You're on my hat! Excuse me. Excuse me. Okay, my first accessory is my cat. No, but really, he's so needy and clingy that I swear I need like a baby sling, but for a cat, because he just wants to be with me everywhere I go. Step number 1 is, of course, a basket bag. These are the definition of cottagecore, of rustic. I mean, it's literally like a picnic basket, but a purse. This one's from Target, and I mean, it's just absolute perfection when it comes to this whole aesthetic. Step number 2, we've got a pair of sandals. Cottagecore girls, I think, are like outside, gardening, whatever, and if they're not barefoot, they're probably just wearing a simple pair of sandals. Mine are brown, strappy sandals, very simple. You probably wouldn't want to go for anything like too embellished. That doesn't really like fit the vibe, you know? And last but not least is a straw hat. I would say this is optional, but I'm really pale and hats do me good when I'm outside. This one's from And Other Stories, and you know, I wasn't much of a hat person, but I just was so drawn to this guy, I couldn't not buy it. Especially with the ribbons, like, is this not a mood or what? I feel like I've kind of gotten this aesthetic, at least visually, on the nose. So I'm not very good with plants. I tend to kill them, but I am good at baking. In fact, I just baked a cake yesterday for my brother's birthday. But that is a typical cottagecore activity, so I'm going to make banana bread since I have a plethora of disgusting overripe bananas. Alright, what I'm going to do now is a bit of reading. I'm going to light a candle, grab my current book, and just relax for a little bit. This is the book I'm reading right now, The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue by V.E. Schwab. I have like 50 to 75 pages left, and I love it. Alright everybody, that is going to be the end of the video today. I have finished my book and it was spectacular. If you wanted to do something even more cottagecore-esque, I would probably do some gardening, but I kill every plant I touch, so that wasn't really in the books for me. Anyway, I'm gonna go have some dinner and have a nice relaxing evening. I hope you guys do the same. See you in the next video. Bye.